Welcome to our show, Matera, the power of endurance and faith. We will travel to southern Italy, along the long, bootleg Italian peninsula that just into the Mediterranean Sea, separating the Mediterranean from the Adriatic Sea. Here, we will find inspiration from exploring the amazing cultural and geographic wonders of Matera. Matera, a city in the province of Matera, is in the Basilicata region of southern Italy. This extraordinary place is known as the Underground City. In 2019, Matera was declared a European Capital of Culture. In our time together today, we take the opportunity to discover the city's sassy, Repustan churches as well as the cisterns. This area of Matera was named a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1993. Sassi, literally meaning stones, are ancient habitations created by excavating soft calcareous rock and are typical of the Basilicata and Apulia regions of Italy. Matera grew mainly as a city sculpted and excavated on top of a rocky ravine, and its most famous districts are the Sasso Bresciano and the Sasso Caveso. The Sassi have been described by publisher Fodor's Travel Guide as one of the most unique landscapes in Europe. The area has been the site for many films that take advantage of the resemblance to ancient Jerusalem, with the 2004 release The Passion of the Christ and the 2016 historical drama Ben-Hur having been filmed here. Archaeological finds show that Matera and its surroundings have had a human presence since about 400,000 years ago. Researchers say it has been continuously inhabited for 9,000 years, which could make it the world's third oldest settlement. The ancient cave dwellings have been inhabited since Paleolithic times. The city we know today as Matera is thought to have been founded by the Romans in the 3rd century BC and was named Matteola after the consul Lucius Suciolus Mattiolus. Over time, the city has been ruled by many different ancient peoples, like the Lombards, Goths, Byzantines, and the Saracens. Rulers from outside have come and gone, but Matera has remained due to its special geographic features and the endurance of its people. In the 7th and 8th centuries, the grottos of Matera were inhabited by Benedictine and Basilian monastic orders. Both orders were well known for their strict rules and humble way of life, and by their ascetic and meditative practices. They created cave paintings that can be seen today. The famous park of the Repustan churches is one of their best legacies, stretching across some 8,000 hectares. It includes many Repustan or rock-hewn churches and monasteries dating back throughout the history of the Christian church. Some are small, basic caves with a simple altar, while others are ornately decorated and may have frescoes, while still others are complex cave networks with large chambers used by the Christian monks for meditation and prayer. One of the most notable religious sites is Matera Cathedral, a Roman Catholic cathedral that was built in the 13th century, specifically 1207. The material used for the construction was the tufa stone, and it is located at the highest point in the city. Many beautiful frescoes adorn the interior of this house of worship. The 9th and 10th centuries were marked by Byzantine and German emperors governing the area. By 1043, the Normans ruled the region, and in the 15th century, the Aragon crown reigned. Matera came under the governance of the Orsini family in the 17th century, a powerful princely Roman family. The last outside ruler of the city was His Majesty Joseph Bonaparte, a member of Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte's family. Since 1927, Matera has been the capital of the province of Matera. We pause now to appreciate the beauty of architecture that incorporates the gifts of Mother Nature. We'll be right back after this brief important message. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to Matera, the power of endurance and faith, on Supreme Master Television. Matera's survival since prehistoric times has not only been due to its architecture and rock excavation. To survive, a town needs dependable water sources, and Matera residents, over time, built a great system of cisterns and water channels. Experts find the management of water in Matera to be a triumph of intelligence over necessity. The excavation of cisterns required a great deal of architectural knowledge. The largest cistern in the intricate network is called Palombaro, and it was built under the Piazza Vittoria Veneta. It has solid pillars carved from the rock and vault height of more than 15 meters or 49 feet. It is so big, it is navigable by boat. Like the rest of the cisterns, it gathered rainwater that was filtered and flowed in the controlled way to the Sassi. Today, many old cisterns have been converted into houses, complete with all the modern facilities. Warm in winter and fresh in summer, the water collectors of yesterday are the comfortable houses today. Prior to the 1950s, there were 18,000 to 20,000 inhabitants. Matera currently has a population of over 60,000 people. As stated earlier, Matera has known all the ages of human civilization, and as such it has developed its own cultural traditions. The people lived in tough conditions and built a city protected by its geography and architecture. They were and are a very hard-working people. A typical culinary recipe of Matera is the crappiata, a humble but exquisite vegan dish made with products of the region. The ingredients are chickpeas, beans, wheat, lentils, potatoes, water, and salt. They make the crappiata a delicious and nutritious dish full of plant-based protein. Matera is also known for its bread, made using an ancient method handed down by its bakers. The bread uses the semolina of the durum wheat. Matera's bread always has 3 incisions made with a knife at the top of the loaf. This is a tradition with Christian roots as it symbolizes the Holy Trinity, and it is a way to thank God for this most valuable food. Matera is a place where history was made by ordinary men and women who left a trace of themselves in an extraordinary place. A beautiful documentary called Matera, Mother of Stone, directed by famous Italian director Alessandra Soete, shows us the beauty of this ancient city.
È un'opera d'arte e nessuno l'ha capito.
In questi luoghi è proprio la disuniformità a creare l'elemento onirico, è proprio l'irregolarità di questo pavimento, l'irregolarità di questo tavolo, l'irregolarità di questo muro a creare l'elemento emozionale di questi luoghi.
I Sassi di Matera sono uno spazio geografico che si è fatta storia. è il valore di una esistenzialità geologica. Questo è Matera.
Matera non è vecchia, Matera è sempre esistita, è una delle città più antiche al mondo.
Matera è donna, non si discute, è madre.
La storia della città di Matera non è quella delle grandi imprese, battaglie, eroi, generali. E ogni pietra, e la storia è raccontata in ogni pietra.
Walking through the Sasso-Barisano and Sasso-Cavieso districts, you may hear the whispers of times past. These are places where people and the environment are in harmony with the elements. Be mesmerized by the carved dwellings, places of worship crafted by hand, and the amazing art that continues to withstand the test of time. Matera is a reminder of simple living's beauty and majesty, utilizing what Mother Nature provides with creative ingenuity and wisdom. For more information on Matera, please visit commune.matera.it. To our graceful viewers, it's been a pleasure to have you with us today.